way.
התסרוקת עכשיו יפה. עכשיו אני רואה את הבל למשל עשית לי מה שהם עשו, תסלחי לי.
כן.
אז עלה $16, וזה עלה $9.
לא,
טיפסים, זה היה שווה. את מושכת לי. איך אני יכולה ככה לתפקד?
The camera's on.
אוקיי.
Hi, this is Gabi Klaf, and today I have with me Batya Reichman. Batya Reichman not only has a very beautiful and empowering story to share with us, she also happens to be my mother.
Yeah, she happens.
My mom.
Okay.
And it's just in the last 2 years, my mom has gone through a really amazing health journey, which has strengthened her and empowered her. And I wanted to talk to you and share it with you guys. It's a pretty amazing story. So, tell
נשים את
us.
זה באנגלית.
Yes.
תרצי אחר כך את המילים האלה, או תשאירי. Okay.
No, not sure, all in English. So tell me what happened to you in September 2013. What happened?
Suddenly I lost my voice completely, which normally happens if you yell a lot or the result of some cold diseases.
And because I already moved out, you weren't yelling, right?
True. It wasn't none of the above. Then I discovered one day that at work, which is on the second floor, and one of my daily exercise is to walk the floors up and down. I'm getting to the second floor and I can barely breathe. I said, this is strange, this is not me. I started to see all kind of experts to see what's going on. Make a long story short, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. The reason that I lost my voice, a huge mass of cancer trying to get its way to my head was hugging my left vocal cord. So between one vocal cord not functioning due to being hugged and loved by the cancer,
Lots of love.
as well as the left lung being so full with cancer that I was asked how long I have been a heavy smoker. I never smoked, neither did my husband. I was given 1 to 2 months to live, and right away I clearly stated to my husband and my son who were attending that meeting when all the results came, guys, don't worry, I have plans for the next 33 years. And I meant it.
And hold on, how old were you when you were diagnosed with cancer?
66 years old.
66 years old, okay.
My lucky number, twice 6.
And you said, this isn't for me. I got plans. Cancer's not going to determine my life for me.
Right. Now, most important, I don't look at cancer as a problem, not even as a disease. For me, it is just a challenge.
Something on your to-do list?
Yeah, from day number 1 that I was diagnosed, I did not shed one tear. I was not sorry for having that. And I never had pity on myself.
And you also told me something that I thought was interesting. You said you were never scared. You just knew that this is something that you're going to take care of.
Correct.
And if it doesn't work, then, okay, you've had a good life, and that's it.
Right.
You never really had a very emotional struggle with this.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
Let me remind you something else. It has been already 2 years. And by the way, everybody stage number 4 in the same clinic and other clinics that I know who started the treatments with me, chemo treatment at the same time, is no longer with us. I'm considered both by the medical center, that I'm working with, as well as at work. They are calling me walking miracle. My oncologist, and you heard it yourself,
Several times.
is telling me, we have no idea how you do it, but I do it.
And I want to clarify at this point that it's a combination of things that are working, but it's not that you are just adhering to conventional medicine. You said, I'm going to take cancer in my own hands. I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to find out from every resource I can what to do, and I will do that.
True.
So you're not a passive recipient of chemotherapy.
Oh no, I'm very aggressive. I'm also controlling things like the amount of Benadryl, as well as steroids that I'm getting. We started the ordeal with 50 milligram. I can't remember after how many months I was the one who demanded to decrease it to 37 and a half, 25, 12,500.
So hold on. What you're saying is we're going to talk about all these other amazing things you do, but in terms of the chemotherapy, you are receiving conventional medication, but you are an active partner with your doctor in deciding what to do. You don't say, doctor said, doctor is God. No, you say, wait, why? Tell me again. Let's look it up online. Let's research. What other choices do we have? You are actively discussing all the time.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, there were a couple of times that I didn't agree with my oncologist, who I love, admire, and trust. And one very good example, extremely good example, at a specific point when over 10 months I had severe pain. I couldn't walk. I was thinking already wheelchair. Wow. And even then I said, if that's the only way to be mobile, that mobility, fine. Due to severe pain in the back lower of my spine, getting all the way to my legs, he said to me right away, and that's only one example, well, I'm sorry to tell you, we are familiar with it. That means that you got now also cancer in your spine. Right. I said to him right away, Dr. Shu, I have a severe problem in my spine. It is not cancer. MRI proved that it was zero cancer. It was bone deterioration, which is both result of age, steroid, and chemo.
Right.
On another one, because I lost my voice and I couldn't talk. I could barely whisper.
Which we appreciated at the time.
My husband and your brother wanted Dr. Shu, either himself or somebody else, to operate me because they claim, okay, it was after 5 months.
Okay.
No, 3 months. When we made some examinations and we discovered that the cancer disappeared all completely from my bones, and by the way, never came back, shrank 87% in my lung and maintained as 13%, shrank 67% in my breast. We're going to talk about it later. When all of this good news came in, Michael and my husband wanted Dr. Shu to get him or somebody else to operate me, claiming, okay, we know now that that massive cancer hugging her left vocal cord is dead, right? Right. But it's sitting there, right? Right. Why don't we remove it? She will get her voice back. The reply was absolutely no. This is a very risky operation. Plus, because of the length of the time, the duration of the time that the cancer was hugging there, it already affected the left vocal cord nervous, which means she will never talk anyhow. And guess what? I didn't have any operation, and here I'm speaking. The voice that you hear today, I will dare to say, is only 90% of my real voice.
She has a great singing voice.
But yeah, especially in the shower. Because, number one, I would say only 98% of the voice came back. I donated 2% to cancer.
That's nice.
Today, I had the second time of a brand new, pretty aggressive chemo, and that's why my voice now is a bit horsey. But I got my voice. I'm speaking clear and loud.
Let me review a little bit statistics before we go into this amazing personal cancer cure Bible. When you were first diagnosed with a cancer, they said you have a month or two to live. And they said rather than do the portal, wait the period of time we have to wait, and then start your first chemo, they said if you don't immediately start the portal and the chemo in the same week, you will most likely not be alive for another 3 weeks.
Right. Let me clarify it.
Where was the cancer in your body then?
Oh, the left breast.
Not only. It was the left breast, the lymph nodes, the lungs.
Spread, right. But the main location is the left breast. Because it didn't have any more room in the left breast, it moved to the left lung behind it and to quite a lot of my bones.
Okay. So you were dealing with cancer on many levels. Yeah. And like you said, percentage-wise, things just shut down. Mm-hmm. Now, we know that before you received cancer, you weren't a person who had taken medications, antibiotics. your body was really receptive to medication because you were really clean
Correct.
in that manner.
I didn't take any aspirin or Tylenol or whatever even once a year because I never had headache or any reason.
Right. Now, tell me, when you started fighting cancer, you said, I'm not just going to take chemo, I'm going to do everything I can. What does that mean, everything you can?
Very simple. If you want to fight cancer and win, number one, you have to do what I did. I did a lot of researches. I listened to a lot of doctors, experts, and survivors. And to fight and to win, you need to do two things. Number one, you need to strengthen, to build back your immunization system. Number two, you have to physically kill, and I mean Kill, kill the cancer.
Okay. So you said, I'm going to take on... First of all, do you remember what it was that you said? You said you saw some 10-hour program that was the longest... that was the
I think
biggest...
it's 12 hours. Yeah.
12 hours. It's the biggest long-term cancer research ever done, including oncologists, physicians, cancer survivors, right? It's a real comprehensive
Right.
study.
If you want to stop for a second, I'm going to get it. I don't remember it by heart. I have it.
Okay, I'll find it. We'll put a note. Okay, we'll put a note. So from there, you found a lot of information that helped guide you.
Right.
So you created the Batya's Personal Cancer Cure Bible.
Right.
And what is this, and what do you do with it?
What do I do? In order to make my life easy, it's going by ABC order. So, for example, what to avoid if you want to win this war? Number one, aggravation. I know it will sound like what's wrong with her, because you and I know that some things will make every normal person, by the way, the word normal is not in the dictionary, aggravated. I'm dealing with it later. I mean differently, sorry. I know that sometimes it might sound to you that I'm aggravated because I will comment something. I'm not getting aggravated. I might comment, which means be aware of the fact I'm not getting aggravated.
Okay.
I'm dealing with it problem. I will not get aggravated, period. Number two, I referred completely, and that was pretty difficult to me. All my life, I had only one single cup of coffee every morning. It was the strongest Turkish coffee. But because in order to stop helping cancer to multiply, you cannot have any caffeine, you cannot have any dairy products, and I was living on farmer cheese and other, that was shocking for me.
Right.
No red meat, no sugar, no processed food. And I honestly do it. I mean, you can cheat as much as you want,
Sure.
but cancer will thank you and will keep on multiplying.
So you're saying those foods that you just mentioned are things that feed cancer.
Absolutely.
And you say, I can cheat, but if I want to beat cancer, I'm not going to feed him. So I don't eat sugar, I don't eat caffeine, I don't eat processed food. You've cut out all of these things.
Correct.
So that you're not feeding the cancer cells.
Correct.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What else are you doing in your day-to-day day?
Okay, first of all, let's talk a bit about food. Organic.
Now, your entire life, you never ate organic food.
I did maybe by mistake because it was tasty, but I didn't look for it.
Yeah.
And I want to be honest, organic food of all kind, as well as organic spices, cost much more than the non-organic.
Right.
So I had to decide, do I want to live longer, L-I-V-E, or do I want to live, L-E-A-V-E, more money for my kids? I decided
Wait
to
a
live...
minute. Let's think about that for 1 second. Let's
Too
really...
late.
Hold on.
So, yes, I'm spending more money on organic.
So you chose to eat almost exclusively organic foods?
Right.
Okay.
And if you will allow me, I will share with everybody the secrets of what works for me, because I believe it will work for everybody.
Great. Tell us.
Okay. Let me actually show you what I'm taking daily. I'm taking the Mega Flora, which is strengthening my immunization system.
Okay.
I'm taking Selenium, which is doing very similar job. I'm taking daily the Cran Max, which is extra strength
I want to hold it
cranberry.
a little higher. Okay.
I'm taking the turmeric with black pepper. And by the way, the pill itself is really black.
Can you see that? Yeah.
I can hold one with this way. I also, because I'm against...
And you had read, for example, that both turmeric and black pepper kill cancer cells.
Absolutely. Speaking black pepper, that was never my friend in my life. But I got now also a spice. The organic black pepper, and even on an innocent tomato for breakfast, I will put now black pepper versus salt. We'll talk about salt in a minute, and I can feel the difference. Do I love it? No. Did I get used to it? Yes. Does it give me extra years in life? Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm very much against painkillers. So I also have the turmeric supreme for pain. It is available. If you want to bring it, you can bring it. I forgot to bring it over here.
Okay. Also as a painkiller.
Yeah.
Okay.
For my bones, I'm taking the vitamin D3.
Okay. Yeah, we can show.
A very good friend doing excellent job is the red clover. I do not skip the one a day for women.
And there's something in the fridge also that you had that was separate from that.
It's here. I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of these things you take now as supplements to help either fight cancer or strengthen your immune system.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a couple of more things that might surprise you. The purple yam. Yam is available in few colors. The orange one is beautiful. Keep it for Halloween only. The white one is okay. The purple one, and you might want to Google, because if I will talk about it, it will be forever, what the purple yam health benefits.
Okay.
Highly recommended. I know that yams could be cooked in water or baked in the oven. Baked in the oven, you're not losing too much of what it has.
Now, just to kind of put things in perspective, I think you had told me one week that we were in the grocery store and the regular yams that people eat were like 49 cents a pound, and the purple yams were like $4.49 a pound.
It got up to $4.49. Sometimes it's $2.49. I got it today, and it was only $1.99. So
at
even
an Asian food market, by the way.
Right, and we are talking $1.99 pound. It's expensive. Forget the foursome. But if this is what it takes, this is what it takes.
Yeah.
I found a best friend that does a lot for me, and it's 100% organic coconut water.
Right.
Must be the entire ingredient, only coconut water.
Right. And I want to specify, we had actually seen two other brands that were also coconut water, all natural, and then it's full of sugar. So you don't want any sugar, any preservatives, any food coloring. You want 100% either plain coconut water or coconut water with pulp.
Correct.
Right. What about this guy?
Oh, the hemp seeds are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tasty, healthy. Pour it on whatever you want. You can add it to any salad. I'm cheating. They don't really recommend to cook it, but I don't consider it cooked. I might take soup, I didn't cook it, and add it to the soup and eat it right away.
Totally fine. Now, the recommended quantity we had seen was 3 to 4 tablespoons a day. If you're fighting something significant, up to 4 to 6 tablespoons a day. And we actually found that our food tastes so much better with the hemp seeds in it. So, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Another important thing, maybe not so much for killing the cancer, like building your immunization system, which I discovered only recently, water. Water is great, but water in plastic bottles, and you might want to add an explanation here, are not recommended. So either filtered water or boil your water, and I'm boiling my water from now on.
And not putting it, you can put it in aluminum cups or in glass or any kind of thermos, but what we're learning...
Not in plastic.
Plastic, if it's in the sun, if it's in the shade, if it's in the AC, it doesn't matter how, it's always seeping into the water some chemicals, and we don't want those. We don't want to live a life full of... Basically, what the logic here is that my mom, for example, is wants 100% of her resources, her immune system, 100% of her system's resources to go to fighting cancer, not to fighting toxins and other things in her food and drink and other. So she's doing everything she can to cut all that other stuff so that her body can do the job it's meant to do right now, which is fighting a war against the cancer.
And I have to tell you, my cancer was discovered on, actually, let's say October 2013. A week, no, I lied, 2 days after it was discovered, I had an operation of installing the portal for the chemo. Normally, they give you a week to heal, but as Gabi mentioned before, I was told that if they will give me the week to heal, I will no longer be there. So one day after the portal was installed on November 6, 2013. November 7, 2013, I had my first chemo. Now, a couple of things that you all want to know and need to know, because this affects. I mentioned already that cancer is a challenge. It's not a problem, not a disease. It is just symptoms of imbalance in your body, which you can take care of. It's damaged DNA. You can help it. Sun, by the way, those who think that being under the sun causes cancer, sun does not cause cancer. It's the sunblock that causes the cancer.
And we've always been really good about staying out of the sun anyway. So that's already good to stay out. And if you do go in the sun, not to use a sunblock. You know, you can wear light clothing, you can cover your body up without putting the sunblock.
Right.
Absolutely.
Women need to know that mammogram causes cancer. Google mammogram and you will be shocked. Mammogram causes cancer.
Now, when you say these things, it's not your personal opinion. These are things that you have found, you have read, things that you learned from the study that you learned about.
Recently I had a biopsy, and in the agenda it showed that after the biopsy, because they got 6 biopsies and 2 mappings, they had to do mammogram. I said, not to me. I'm going to do whatever you want, and I will give you the list in a minute. Not mammogram.
Yeah.
And they respected it. And by the way, the doctor who conducted it said to me, you're right, mammogram causes cancer. Marvelous.
Great.
Okay. Wi-Fi is causing cancer, and Wi-Fi is also causing losing hair.
Wow.
Vaccines.
So wait, hold on. Let's talk about that for a second. Because the idea is not just to scare people, but to say, well, what do we do? There are 2 things you can do. You have to get someone who can show you how. You can put your Wi-Fi setting to the lowest frequency. It doesn't have to be full power. You don't have to be living in a Wi-Fi electromagnetic battlefield. You can ask someone who knows. They can lower your Wi-Fi setting to the lowest, or I think it's 30%, and you can turn your Wi-Fi off when you go to sleep at night. There's no reason to bombard all of your cells with electromagnetic junk when you're sleeping.
Why don't you tell them about the Himalayan salt lamps?
Yes, Himalayan salt lamps. They take the positively charged ions in the air that's caused by the electromagnetic fields from your Wi-Fi, your computer, your phones, all of that, and it changes the positively charged ionic field into negative. It purifies the air like salt has been used by the Egyptians and ancient cultures all over the world, and it reduces headaches, helps sleeping. So if you're in an office, if you're working at a computer, have a Himalayan salt lamp plugged up next to you all day, and in your children's bedrooms, you can have them lit at all times, and you can turn off when they go to bed if the light bothers them, but allow that to be an ongoing purifier of your air in your home. Absolutely.
I also have to mention cell phones. Cell phones cause cancer, brain tumors, and affect your sleep and memory.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Does that mean don't use your cell phone? No, but it means don't sleep with it. Don't put it on your body. Don't put it on you. Use it wisely, recognizing that it has radioactive fields that are constantly being emitted from it. Absolutely. Also, for example, at night, don't charge your cell phone in your bedroom. Don't leave your phone in your bedroom with you at night. I wouldn't have anything plugged into your bedroom at night. Let the electronic field where you sleep in be neutral with maybe a salt lamp. You don't need to have electricity on your body all the time. Did I tell you this? I have a friend whose daughter, she was having a hard time in her life. I think she just had baby number 2. The husband had left. Just a hard situation. And the mom had said to her daughter, call me 24 hours a day. I'm always available for you. So the mom slept with her cell phone under her breast for like 2 years because she didn't want to miss her daughter's call, and she got cancer on that breast. Exactly where the phone was. It's like,
Yeah.
not scientific study, but notice these things are happening. Tell me more.
Yeah, mentioned before, but I want to emphasize, black pepper kills the cancer cells. It is proven.
Not just in your food, you're saying also you can take the pills.
Pills, food, salads. I do my morning omelet sometime with black pepper.
And you don't even like the taste of it, but that's become part of your...
I got used to it.
Oh, okay.
Because
Because I love black pepper.
Yeah, so that's the token I pay to be alive.
Yeah.
Himalayan salt is extremely good because it stops the multiplying of the cancer cells. This
Tell me
is
about Himalayan salt.
unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't use regular ionized table salt anymore?
No.
No. Salt is bad for you. Himalayan salt is actually good for you. So there's no limit to how much you need to consume. You can actually put as much as you want. And did you know that Himalayan salt has over 85 minerals that are good for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good stuff. Okay.
Chemo treatment facts. It is well known that 2 out of 100 chemo patients last 5 years, which means it's 2% success rate. You can change the success rate by not touching foods and drinks that will help cancer celebrate and killing the cancer as well as the cancer cells, as well as strengthening your immunization system.
Great.
By the way, all the chemo drugs stated causing cancer. I mean, you can see it.
But again, the alternative, some people do extreme things without using chemo. What you've done is you said, I will use chemo and I will use everything else I can find. So
Correct.
you're using a two-sided approach.
Correct. And I do have, by the way, chemo sessions every 3 weeks on a Thursday, and I will have it for the rest of my life.
And your goal is to be cancer-free?
Cancer-free in 2010, and I didn't mention yet that since the day number 1, I didn't quit working. I'm working full-time and over full-time. Love my job, which between you and me, better than those of us who go to work and hate the job.
Yeah. And wait, hold on, that's a big deal, because I think that if you had a job that you didn't passionately love, then that would be taking energy away from you. But you find that your job it invigorates you, and it gives you more life.
Absolutely.
You also said something really beautiful that when I talked to you about doing this interview, you said, I have a whole tribe supporting me.
I have a whole army supporting me.
Tell me about that.
We are thousands of people where I work, and many people in other offices or remote got to know about my disease. And I have so many people praying for me in synagogue, in churches, in
mosques.
And they told me, we know that you are Jewish. I would like to pray for you. Is it okay if I pray in my church? Is it okay? I said, absolutely. A prayer is a prayer. A good wish is a good wish.
Yeah.
A good word is a good word from any direction and any God it's coming.
And you really feel that you can feel that
kidding.
happening. You
Yes.
feel the healing of their prayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, let me emphasize again, never do mammograms.
Sugar.
Sugar is a no.
Cancer loves sugar.
Plastic bottled water, no.
No.
Recommended.
Oh, you talked about red meat. We already said that. Okay.
Recommended. I did mention no mammogram. So what can you do? Infrared, MRI, ultrasound.
Okay.
Food, anything organic. Berries, beans, beets, black pepper, I cannot emphasize it. Nuts, an excellent kind of nuts, Brazilian nuts.
Yeah, for the celerium.
Right. The best oil when you have cancer and even when you don't is butter, but I highly recommend olive oil
From Spain, you said.
Only from Spain because of what's in the ground.
The soil. Okay.
And
Coconut oil.
coconut oil.
Organic coconut oil.
All organic.
Yeah.
All organic. Carrot juice should be something that you drink fresh, that you squeeze yourself, that you drink every day 1 cup. Mm-hmm. It can be a very tall cup, a short cup, whatever you want daily.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, ginger. Make ginger be your best friend. I add ginger to some cooking. I drink daily either a lot of tea, by the way, only decaf, no sugar. If I do any sugar, it's very little coconut sugar or date syrup or honey.
Very good. And by the way, date syrup also. There's date syrup. You have to read the ingredients. Some of them are covered in corn syrup. Some of them are absolutely 100% pure date syrup, which we get from Israel, but you can also get here for sure.
But you get it here because it's an import from Israel.
Right. Okay.
By the way, when you say here, we are in Houston, Texas.
Right. Sorry. Another thing about ginger is you make a pitcher of water and you put ginger in it. So you make infused water with ginger and with lemon.
And with lemon. Now, I discovered that squeezing lemon, I don't like the taste, but cutting and putting in pieces of lemon with the peel is doing magic.
Very soft, wonderful job.
Right.
Yeah. Also, by the way, lemon is acidic. Wait, I'll wait till you move the paper because it is Lemon is acidic, so people would assume that when a lemon enters your body, it's acidic. When you make lemon water, the lemon water is basic, and what you want is an alkaline environment in your body because cancer cells cannot grow in an alkaline environment. So you also can look up online as many options for alkaline foods and make your pH in your body as alkaline as possible because cancer can't survive that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I can't emphasize more. Music, it's a great therapy.
How so? How does it do for you?
If you ask my opinion, cancer hate music.
Yeah, great.
Hate. I love music.
Right.
Same with laughter.
Right.
I'm laughing with family, friends. I'm laughing with customers.
Yeah. And we laugh also a lot about cancer, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be this, the cancer. Like, we laugh. Like, my mom is a terrible driver. So we drove the other day and I said, listen, woman, you're 1 foot in the grave. I get it. I understand you're about to be killed by cancer, but I have 3 children, so please stop. Or she'll buy something and I'll say, hey, that's my inheritance. I need that money. Stop spending money. So we make cancer like not something that you're scared about, like some evil monster that's going to get you. It's just it's become part of our daily life.
Right.
Wonderful. By the way, I have to say both the music and the laughter, they release in our brains endomorphines, and those endomorphines are healers that help fight disease. So it's actually, it's not just an idea, it's physiologically, you're releasing hormones that fight diseases.
Right.
So.
Highly recommended fish. And speaking fish, the best salmon you can have is the wild ocean.
Now, hold on. Fish is important to get as far north from the oceans as possible because a lot of our oceans today are so contaminated with so much junk that your fish are even contaminated as well. So either from fish pools, which are a controlled environment, and you can find out to be sure that they're actually organic, or as far wild north as you can so that hopefully the fish still have somewhat of a chance to be pure.
Correct.
The waters are really contaminated now.
And back to the oil, I want to emphasize that both olive oil and coconut oil are welcome both for salad as well as low heat cook.
Okay.
Doing
And high heat cook, you use the coconut oil, right? For regular cooking, like marinating onions or whatever, you use coconut oil.
Right.
Okay.
I did mention before, no dairy. However, let me surprise you. Organic and only organic cottage cheese is welcome, but moderated amount, because after all, it still have milk.
Okay.
I did emphasize, and I will again, organic fruits and vegetables.